What is the worst candy? Not sure what it is, but there is a whole duckin' bowl at my grandma's house. What is it about getting older and wanting bowls of awful candy at home? I think they buy the candy, and then just don't eat it for 30 years. They keep it around for decoration. Then some naive grandchild enters the home and makes the mistake of thinking it's edible. As you get older, you lose track of time like you wouldn't believe. Seems not that long ago I was throwing out expired foods at my mom's house and shaking my head in disapproval that she let things expire. Now I'm finding things in my cupboard that expired years ago, and it seems not that long ago I bought them. The trippy thing is, a month now feels like a week used to when I was in my 20s. The perception of time goes by faster and faster with every decade, so I think most old people have just completely lost track of how old and stale things get. Kinda weird how time matters least to you when it really matters the most to you. One of life's many ironies. When you are young, time can't go by quickly enough. You can't wait for Christmas, summer holidays, or to be old enough to drive or buy beer, but when you want time to slow down to enjoy your family and keep your health and mobility, life hits the accelerator. As the old saying goes, youth is wasted on the young. Same concept as why people always feel it takes longer to get somewhere than it does to get back, the effect of anticipation. I've had this on my mind recently. Anticipation is the difference between feeling young and feeling old. Never stop finding things to look forward to, because it's a swift decline when you start looking back instead. My mom dips black licorice in baking soda. Unfun dip. Jelly belly bean boozled. Ain't nothing like barf and rotten egg flavored beans. The Birdie Bots every flavor beans were evil because I loved Tutti Frutti, but it looked exactly like vomit. Alas, earwax. He said that shit so casual too. It'd have violently spat that out in a heartbeat. Any candy that says extreme sour. And then is disappointingly not extremely sour. Burn a hole in my cheek or stop bragging, candy bag. My boyfriend was disappointed by all sour candies. Now we buy citric acid off Amazon and he uses it like fun dip for other candies. Your enamel will not, thank you. I've heard some horror stories. Maybe not the worst, but a candy I used to love was Butterfinger. Then they changed the recipe. And it is terrible now. I'll see it in the checkout line at the grocery store and just be sad because it used to be so good. It doesn't flake right anymore. Yeah, when they changed the texture they ruined the sanctity of the Butterfinger. Now it's just Buttfinger. It was all these peanut butter candies. Chico sticks, the brown and white striped ones. Now it's not flaky and just turns to a mess you have to dig out of your molars. My teeth have developed these little pockets where I can store chocolate for later. It's very convenient so far. Evolution. They were fun, but wax lips. They were big, red, and made out of wax. Some even had vampire teeth. The candy of 1,000 uses. Like what? 1. A humorous substitute for your own lips. Keep going. Ooh, I'm needed in the basement. You guys know those fake MMS that come in those candy canes? God, I hate those things. Chocolate lentils. Duck those things. It's those little colored candy dots attached to a strip of paper. End up eating paper with every one. Well, yeah, but if you are going to eat paper anyway, the dots really give it some pizzazz. Turkey dinner candy corn. I'm sorry. You couldn't have meant to arrange those words in that particular order. That can't exist. Oh, but it does. The top Google review for turkey dinner candy corn. This product made me think that there was no forgiveness from God. One bite of these despicable candies and I was ready to throw up my lunch. I thought I could eat these as a funny joke to brag to my friends, but no. This is outright horrid. This tastes exactly like having Olive Garden leftovers that sat in your refrigerator for 6 days and then you reheated it and ate it for dinner. I hope whoever made these so-called candies the worst last days of their life. Think of the flavors as when you die, Satan's upright most terrible torture method is giving you these candies. There is no escape. Once you decide to taste one of these, you already know that the light has faded away, everyone is gone, And you are lost with the disgusting, atrocious candy corn for eternity to suffer and ruminate on. This candy's disastrous taste was stuck and engraved into my brain and taste buds like a hurricane that won't stop beating down your city. I have never had anything more putrid in my life. If you want to try to poison and kill someone, force feed them these candies. Overall, this should be illegal in every state and every country and banished to the darkest, coldest pits of hell. Circus peanuts. Thrills gum. No, I don't want my gum to taste like soap. It is awesome. Honest question, do you have an aversion to cilantro? I hate cilantro but love thrills, to me they taste like rose. Those gross-ass candies that are wrapped in either orange or black wrappers. They are like hardened peanut butter or something. The candy we all threw away after trick-or-treating. Pamela chocolate tastes like chalk and the only reason we sell it is cause the margins are insane. Hating Palmer chocolate was probably one of my earliest food-related opinions as a child. Musk-flavored anything. Stuff is cologne, not candy. Edit, I know. Something Elon Musk joke. As much as I don't like him, your attempts at being funny aren't. Orange marshmallow peanuts, aka circus peanuts. I've scrolled pretty far down, and I haven't seen anyone say a word about those god-awful gummy food-shaped candies they hand out at Halloween. They're usually individually wrapped, and the most common ones I had were made to look like a hamburger or hot dog. They had a weird chemical flavor and the magnificent texture of industrial-quality rubber. Skittles when you thought they were Ums. Blood-flavored beans in jelly bean roulette. Taste very strongly of iron. The thought makes me start gagging now. If you ever go to Disney World, don't use the water fountains at Epcot. It's not the worst, but definitely iron-rich and reminiscent of blood. Oh, and absolutely do not use the fountains at any of the other parks. Their water is sulfur-rich and tastes like rotten eggs. Bring a filter or buy bottles, lol. This sounds like a great way to get people to buy overpriced bottled water. Good and plenty. Wax soda juice bottles, they may as well be filled with Ipecac. Parma violets. A UK sweet that's like American Smarties, dry, chalky little tablets, but scented of violet hand soap and tasting strongly of perfume. Black licorice. Necco wafers. They taste like a combination of wet paper and stale Pepto-Bismol. Necco wafers. Green apple Skittles. Good riddance. Long live lime. Peeps, goddammit. Burn them all. Wax lips. Are you supposed to eat these? No, you just chew them and spit it out later. Candy necklaces. The entire process of having to gnaw old, stale sugar nodules off of a piece of string was just flat out degrading. And sometimes you'd get those stretchy bracelet ones where the string was bitter for some ducking reason. Those shitty chalk hearts. By the reaction I get when I tell people I like Swedish fish, I'd assume that. I love most candy, but if I had to vote, I have to go old school and say candy dots. Not the chewy gummy dots, I'm talking about those little dot buttons stuck on paper. I swear as a kid that any time I try to pull one off it would always come off with at least half of the back of it with paper still stuck on it. It was just never worth it. Those jawbreakers the size of a baseball, what's the point lol? Kill the most popular girl in your school. Is it bad that I love most of the worst candy ever made? Oh well, I guess that's more for me. Mary Janes. My pop loved them, but holy crap, could they break your teeth. Those candy dots that came on a piece of cardboard. Yuck. Circus peanuts. What the actual duck? People hate on this one hard, but it's because they don't realize they're banana flavored. Why they chose banana and not peanut, I will never know.